Hello viewers, welcome to the first episode of this particular series. It's called Sport This Week, but as I didn't upload anything last month, I covered that too. So, basically if you are living under a rock or you just don't know what we actually do in this series, so basically we go through everything that's happened in sport that particular week, but in this particular case, that month. So, if you like this content and want to see more of this series, then you can leave a like on the video. And if you love my content, just subscribe for more. We are on the road to 100. So, and once I hit it, you'll see what will happen. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, what happened in sport in January? So, January was a very... I can't say very dull month or very high month, but at the same time, in cricket, Sri Lanka came to India to play 3 T20s. First one got washed out, and the next two, India won very easily. That's all that's basically happened. No one performed well, no one did anything, so I just can't say anything. And then next up, Australians came to India to play 3 ODIs. Well, in this one, things got interesting because India lost a match. They lost by 10 wickets too. And people say that they should lose this badly. Their own fans say they should lose this badly because they want them to get fired up and they need to get fired. They need to be full of determination, if you can put it that way, so that they can perform when it really matters. But in my opinion, they should win here so that they screw up when it really matters. Yeah, that's just the way it is. That's how you should put it. And then next two ODIs, obviously they won it, with Steve Smith scoring 98, but not enough. They just didn't win. And then the third ODI, Steve Smith scored a century, but that went in vain. And then with Rohit Sharma's 70 odd, that just won them the game. And they won them the series too. But unfortunately in that series, last ODI, Shikhar Dhawan picked up an injury which put him out for 10 weeks. So he might miss the first half of the IPL too. And he obviously missed the New Zealand tour. And he might miss the IPL. So the next up, the Team India were off to New Zealand, but another ongoing series was England versus South Africa, which England took the Test series by storm. They won 3-1. The fact that they even dropped one Test match was a real shame. But then they came back in the ODIs. And then the third one literally ended today, like hours before I'm literally recording this video. And England won that by 2 wickets. But in the first match, we got absolutely thrashed by a Quinton de Kock masterclass. The second match got rainwashed. Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's just a draw in the series. And then, but now back to Team India. Well, India were in New Zealand for a T20I series. They won all 5 of them. But that's not it. But there's a twist. In the third ODI, New Zealand were going at a very good pace. Everyone thought they'll win it. Kane Williamson not out 91. And they needed just 2 runs of 4 balls. When next delivery, Kane Williamson got out. Well, at that moment, no one thought much of it. They'll be like, the next batsman will come and finish it. Yeah, that's it. India's gone. But no, New Zealand had other ideas. Tim Seifert forgot how to touch a ball. That was there. And then Ross Taylor just could not hold his nerve and took the game to a super over. This was New Zealand's 3rd super over in the last 6 months at that point in time. So, and then the super over, they made a strong start. But at the same time, because of Southee's disastrous bowling or you can put it, Rohit Sharma's heroics, they won the match. Because he smashed 2 sixes of the last 2 balls. Fair play. 4th ODI, same story. New Zealand should have won that game too. Tim Seifert, 57, not out. Oh, everyone's gonna win. He's gonna win it. No way. No way they're gonna screw up twice. But obviously they had other ideas again. Took the game to a super over. And this time, India won it. Easy. And then final T20. Yeah, India whitewashed a meek New Zealand, if you can put it that way. And then in the ODI series, New Zealand, the second ODI actually happened yesterday. Third one's yet to play, but at the same time, but they won the series already. So may as well. And then there's always another 2 test matches, so that India can avenge some pride. And then but the Navdeep Saini, what a legend. He had to hit 45, didn't he? That happened. New Zealand won that series and upset and inform India, and also had to avenge their T20 route. Had to put that in there. And then another thing that's happening that happened in the cricket in January and got carrying on to February, and the final actually just ended today, was Under 19 World Cup. Everyone needs to look at the future, doesn't it? And then today the final was India versus Bangladesh, which Bangladesh actually won by 3 wickets. Fair play to them. No one really expected it, but then Jaiswal, what a story of that guy. Was on the street somewhere a couple of years ago. Now he's playing really, really well. Maybe the next, who knows, Virat Kohli, who knows? You don't know what the future holds for you these days. Anything can literally happen. And then they were led by Priyam Garg, who will be part of my SRH this year. So I'm very excited to see him, have him on board. It's so exciting. At least our team has something for the future, unlike some of these teams who just play with an old-aged home but somehow manage to win every single game. Right. So moving away from cricket at the moment, now we go on to tennis, where Djokovic won his 17th Grand Slam, his 8th Australian Open. He beat Dominic Thiem in the final, 6-4, 4-6, 2-6, 6-3, 6-4. Now that puts him in third of the most Grand Slams won by a tennis player. It's crazy how everyone, the first is Roger Federer with 20, second is Rafael Nadal with 19. He's going to equal that record because we all know who's going to win the French Open. Well, but then, before the big 3 actually came, it was Pete Sampras who had won the most Grand Slam with just 14. Would you believe it? Now the highest is 20. But I'm just putting it out there. There's only one player who's actually beaten all of the top 3, Djokovic, Federer and Nadal, in all one tournament, and that's none other than the Argentinian star at that time, David Nalbandian. That guy, he got banned. He went off. Screw him. Who cares about him? And then what happened next? After that, in basketball, actually, I'm not really a big fan of basketball, but this actually caught me big time because I'm sorry to say this, but then I have to just cover it. The former basketball star Kobe Bryant died on 26th January. Helicopter crash over in the US. That left the world by shock, whether you're a basketball fan or not. He was an amazing figure, and he will always be missed. Yeah, I'm sorry to end the video on such a bad note, lads. Well, thank you for watching. Congratulations, you made it to the end. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.